Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Euro Truck Sim 2, and I'm taking a look at a new truck mod. Now this is the Mack Titan. This is a truck that we see a fair bit in Australia. I'm not sure if it's actually sold overseas or not. It's definitely used in Australia. You can actually see that number plate. That's actually an Australian number plate that's used on interstate trucks. So that's kind of cool, as well as obviously the road train sign on the bull bar. So yeah, it's a pretty cool truck. The mod itself does have some problems, and I'll run through those. But so let's take a quick look at the customization first, and you'll actually see the first problem that we have to deal with is you can't go to a truck dealer with this. You have to buy it online. If you buy it from a truck dealer, the game will crash. So you can see immediately that's a slight problem there. But let's customize this. There are customization options. There's not a lot, so you know we don't have different chassis, we don't have different cabs, we don't even have different engines. This engine isn't too bad. It's got nearly 400 kilowatts and a good bit of torque, so that's not too bad, but it'd obviously be nice to have a bit of choice. And the same with the transmissions. We've just got the standard 12-speed transmission there. Interior, one problem you might notice is that this is actually a Kenworth interior. It's also a left-hand drive interior. I'm getting some weird screen tearing there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that in the video. But yeah, so this is obviously an interior lifted out of a Kenworth truck, so it's not actually a Mack interior. It's also left-hand drive only. Given that the exterior of the truck has some Australian stuff, it'd be nice to have it right-hand drive. For anybody who doesn't know, we do drive on the right-hand side in Australia, so the steering wheel should be over there. But anyway, color choices, obviously you can't see that much just in this configurator, but it does have a full range of like custom metallics and all that, and it also does have support for the metallics paint DLC. So I've actually got that carbon fiber sort of skin on the truck at the moment, so that's pretty cool. So let's get on to the good stuff. So this is the customization. So we have this big rear spoiler on the roof, which I will try to forget that I ever saw, because I really don't see the point of those things. You can also have horns on the top there. Given that we have horns here, I'm not sure why you'd have them up there as well, but hey, maybe you just don't have enough horns or something, I don't know. We can have a couple of beacons there, which is always good. We've got this, which is that flag thing that people seem to love. I don't know why people do that, but they seem to. At least it's optional on this truck, which is always good, so you don't have to have it there. Mirrors, just standard mirrors. You can do front mirrors, like you see on some of the American trucks. Personally, I don't think I've ever seen an Australian truck with those front mounted mirrors, but if you want to use them, they are there. So we do also have 3 different choices of bull bars. We've got this big chunky one, we've got a slightly smaller one, but it has the road train markings, and we've got that same road train one, but with a bit of extra metal work down the bottom, reinforcement bars, whatever you want to call them, they are there. And wheels, it comes with these wheels as standard, and it doesn't look like it has any additional ones, I don't think. And yeah, that's about it. So that's what it looks like, and as you can see, set up like this will cost you about 145,000 credits, nearly, or dollars I should say. So that's not too bad, not too expensive. But anyway, so let's go back into my already prepared truck. And yeah, whatever. What are we doing here? Why aren't you working? I'll confirm it then. Oh, fine. Right, okay. Let's see if I can ever get back to my truck. Alright, there we go. So we've seen a couple of issues with it. We've got the we've obviously got the fact that it crashes the game if you buy it from the dealer. You've got the Kenworth interior. The other problem is this. So this is just a stock engine sound. Nothing particularly wrong with it, but I mean, maybe I've just been spoiled here by some of the really good truck mods that we've had come out recently, like, you know, some of the Peterbilt mods and the Kenworth T800 as an example. Maybe I've just been spoiled by those, but I was actually really surprised to just find out that this had a stock engine noise. I wasn't really expecting it, I guess. But anyway, so that's the thing. You also see that visor seems to be doing some weird reflections up there. I have turned up my graphics settings a lot higher than what they were previously, thanks to this new graphics card that I've got. And there's some things that might take some getting used to, I guess. I think that's a chrome reflector. Wrong buttons everywhere. Yeah, there we go, it's better. So I guess because that reflector, or visor I should say, is chrome, I guess it's having some weird reflections going on, but It's a bit annoying, but anyway. One other thing you might notice, the indicators are indicating, but there's no sign of that on the dashboard. Not a big deal, but just one of those little things. So hopefully some of this stuff, hopefully the mod author will come back and patch the truck a little bit, add some stuff to it, or fix some bugs or whatever. That'd be nice. But anyway, so let's pick up this job. I'm not going to drive it very far. It's a pretty long delivery, but I'll just drive it for a little bit so we can get a hang of it. The truck actually drives really well. If I can fit through this tight gap, that'd be nice. Tight squeeze. And I don't want to drive past that. There we go. There we go. 55 ton monster. Let's see if I can even get it out of the gates. So this looks like one of those bridge laying things that they use in the military, like the engineers use. Pretty cool bit of kit. Let's see if I can back onto it without dishonouring my family, because obviously my family takes Euro truck reversing extremely seriously. Immediately you can see it took a bit of work to get that started, but it did get moving. I was in second gear as well, by the way, rather than first. But it does get it moving. And I am just skipping the gears, so I'm already in 6th gear at the moment. So let's pull out of here. I should have my beacons on, really. Let's see how tight this squeeze is going to be. I'm not confident about that at the moment. Let's actually do this from third person view. And oh god, that hasn't worked. Alright, and we're stuck. What's hitting it? I can't even really tell. It's hitting on the right hand side by the looks of it. There we go, that's sort of worked. I should have my hazard lights on as well. And I'll just drive straight out into the road without looking at all where I'm going. We'll see if this works. It doesn't look like the trailer's stuck. Oh, maybe it's stuck up at the top actually. Let's go a bit to the right. I wonder, can this trailer actually fit out of this exit? It might just be me screwing up here. Let's not be so quick to blame the trailer. Don't hate the trailer, hate the game. I don't really know. What am I saying? Words, difficult. Alright, let's try this. It looks like a slightly better line. Ah, great success. My next problem is how do... Oh god, I stalled it. I want to turn to the left. Obviously I can't go straight ahead. I might go into first actually. Let's see if this will make it. Bang. This town isn't big enough for this truck and this trailer. I'm actually going to have to straighten up to avoid hitting the car, because he's so wisely parked himself there, and I think I've beached myself. Don't blow your horn at me. Alright, there we go. We got a bit of traction. We were actually wheel spinning for a while there. Hey, and we managed to do it without flipping the car. And can you guys hear that? That sounds like something is glitching out, like some sort of noise is bugging out back there. That was a little weird. But anyway, let's get on the road, shall we? Very slowly, because this is a heavy load. It's been a while since I've driven one of these heavy loads actually, thinking about it. And so you might notice that my graphics are, like, the game is definitely looking a lot better. I've got the graphics, almost all of them, turned up as high as they can go. It's not quite maxed out. There are other things I could do if I wanted to max it out. And if I wasn't recording, then maybe I would do that. But obviously, as I've mentioned time and time again, recording is a bit of a resources hog. I've shifted up a bit too quickly there. But recording does just take a bunch of your system resources and everything, so means that you can't always play it as high as you'd want to, even with a brand new graphics card. I think part of the problem as well is having so many mods and everything does tend to lower the frame rate on this game. And I think I'm straddling the curb a little bit there, but whatever. Oh, traffic lights. Traffic lights, why? But yeah, so back onto the truck itself, it does drive quite nicely, actually. I haven't had any problems with it, really. Well, actually, I say that. This right-hand side mirror, once we're actually moving, you can see this truck does have the mirror glitch, at least on the right-hand side. The left-hand side seems to work fine, but the right-hand side, once you get it to about somewhere around there, you can see the truck is moving, but in the mirrors, nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. So, it's just a matter of where the view is positioned, really, this glitch. See, I've got my view over there, things are moving. Got it to there, nothing's happening. So, it's a bit of a pain. You can definitely work around it, but it's always a bit annoying, that glitch. So, not much you can do about it though. That's one of the ones that we just have to kind of hope that it gets fixed, really. But I mean, in general, this is a really cool truck mod. I mean, one of my videos that I made a while ago, I actually, I was saying it would be really cool if people made like a Mack Titan or something like that, and so it is pretty cool to see that somebody's actually done it. And this is a truck that, like I said earlier, you do see a fair bit of in Australia. It's used a lot for B doubles as well as road trains. Not that you see that many road trains, at least not living in the city. I mean, if you live out in the country, like way out in the sticks, then you'll see road trains. But you don't see that many of them in the kind of suburban areas because they're just too big. But road trains, you do see Titans pulling those. Oh, B doubles, I should say. You do see Titans pulling them, as well as just some heavy stuff, heavy loads and that sort of thing. So it's pretty cool. And it is working, like carrying this heavy load now. It's obviously not fast, but I don't think any truck in the game is particularly fast with heavy loads. Maybe like a one of those 2,000 horsepower mods or something like that, but that looks pretty cool. I'll probably manage to crash even driving slowly in this view. I always crash in this view. It's so hard to drive in a straight line. And of course, given the size of my trailer, is basically the entire lane. Wouldn't surprise me if I end up clipping somebody. But yeah, so it's all pretty cool. So as I've said a few times, hopefully this truck does get some updates, or maybe somebody else will like some other modder will use this as the basis of a more detailed mod or something. I don't really know, but that would be nice. And it'd be nice to get rid of the Kenworth interior as well, if I'm honest. Get something a little bit more authentic, I guess. But yeah, well, I guess I'll end this one here. It's not been a particularly long video, but there's not that much to talk about really. Not a whole lot of news been going on with Euro Truck as far as I can tell. So yeah, I guess we're still just waiting for American Truck and waiting for the going north expansion, or whatever they're going to call that, Scandinavia. So that should be cool. But yeah, so I think I'll end this one here. So as always, the download link to the mod will be in the video description. And just remember, if you do use this truck, purchase it from the online dealer. Don't buy it from the truck showroom because your game will crash. Or at least it did with me every single time that I tried it. And apparently it has done for other people as well. But yeah, so I'll end this one here. So until next time, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.